Okay, so let's talk about the four vital behaviors. I want you to look at the word that I just said and think about that. Vital. What does vital mean? Vital means that literally this is what is going to keep your business having a heartbeat. Just like in life, when you go to the doctor's office and they take your vitals, they need to make sure that certain things are going okay in your body in order for you to thrive. The same is true in your business. So today I'm going to just chat through the four vital behaviors so that you can constantly go back to these, maybe when you start to get a little bit overwhelmed in the business. You know, there's a lot of flashy objects that you can chase, a lot of rabbit holes that you can go down when you're scrolling on Facebook and Instagram. But if you actually want to move your business forward, you need to make sure that every single day you are doing the four vital behaviors. So let's dive into those. The first vital behavior is be proof that the products work. What does that mean? It means that if you are going to succeed in this business, you actually have to believe in what you are offering. And this happens when you are living out day to day using the products that we have. This means that you need to be consistently working out with workouts from Beachbody On Demand. It means that you need to be consistently following a nutrition plan. It means that you need to show people progress along the way. The most powerful tool that you have in building trust with other people is by showing them your progress photos. This doesn't mean that you have to have six-pack abs or a perfectly sculpted body. It simply means that you need to show everyone that you are committed to getting results, that you are on a journey, and that you want to take them with you on your journey. So number one, proof the products work. Other products, nutritionals. Make sure you're drinking Shakeology. Make sure that you're doing the performance line, that you're trying those products. The more products that you try, the bigger your bag of tools that you'll be able to talk about is. So maybe you have little kids. You're going to try Daily Sunshine. Make sure that you are taking time to get to know our products, to educate yourself on the products, and like I said, to actually use the products. Because when you actually believe in something and you're actually living this out day to day, this becomes so easy to talk about because it's just like anything in life. You go to a good movie, you love it, you talk about it. Same is true with this journey, and that's why this is a vital behavior, is that when you are living this out, you will automatically share excitedly. It will not feel like you're selling anything because it will be coming from an authentic place. So that's number one is, again, be proof that the products work. Number two is personal development. So this one is usually a new one for people. And sometimes as a new coach, it's one that you can easily pass by. And so I want to take a minute and remind you and tell you just how important personal development is. So the word personal development really just means that at all times you need to be working on yourself personally, not just with fitness and nutrition, but emotionally, spiritually, feeding yourself truth, feeding yourself encouragement, positive thoughts, positive mindset. Because the truth is, you need to have a strong mindset if you are going to build a successful business. And that starts by filling yourself up with truth. The world is full of negativity. The world is full of naysayers. So you need to make a point to just immerse yourself in personal development. Some books that I typically recommend for newer coaches, one is You Are a Badass by Jen Sincero. Another one is, actually, do I have it here? This is a great one. High Performance Habits. This is going to talk a lot about time management and things like that. Also, just making sure that you are plugging yourself into the National Wake Up Call that Beachbody hosts every single Monday. That you are also making sure that you are finding other books about, basically, when you think about personal development, you have to think about the areas that you feel a little bit like you're lacking in. So if you don't feel like you know how to recruit or you know how to have a positive mindset, you need to focus your personal development on things that are going to make you a better recruiter, that are going to make you have a more positive mindset. So you can seek those things out, but there are podcasts, there are books. I mean, a lot of us that are busy, we don't always have time to read an actual physical book. So a lot of us will do a lot of audiobooks, a lot of podcasts, all that kind of stuff, because you can do personal development throughout your entire day. Like I do personal development when I'm doing the dishes, when I'm folding laundry, when I'm driving in the car, when I'm just here working in my office. I usually have something on. It's things that you can just constantly fill yourself with, because the thing is, again, when you fill yourself up, it is going to automatically outpour onto other people. You're going to be sharing these positive things that you're learning. You're going to have more content for your social media because you're learning something all the time. So commit to personal development, commit to being a learner, and it will completely transform your business. In fact, when you come across those times in your business when you're a little discouraged or when you're like, I feel overwhelmed, you need to always ask yourself, what have I been doing for personal development? Because chances are you haven't been spending enough time building yourself up. So that's number 2. By the way, how cool is it that we literally have part of our job be to become a better person? I mean, that's so cool. Number 3 is invite. And this one typically kind of, it might just overwhelm a new coach at first, because you're like, oh my gosh, I don't want to be that person on social media who is selling all the time. I don't want to be that annoying family member who is constantly selling to her, like just trying to pressure people. Well, let me reassure you that we are not like that. This team is not salesy. We are not annoying. We don't run our business like that. So I want to walk you through, what does inviting look like? Now, you're going to learn a lot about this as you go through the New Coach Mentorship. Hopefully, maybe you've gotten to this already. But, in the beginning, we're going to start with your warm market. And what that means, your warm market, are people that already know, like, and trust you. They love you already. So likely if you post something on social media, they're going to be like, oh my gosh, I love her. Oh my gosh, she's doing that. I want to work with her. Or maybe it'll take them a little bit of time, but eventually they'll come around, right? So that's your warm market. Now, along the way, while in the beginning, you're going to be, probably attracting more people in your warm market. But the goal is that at the same time, we are helping you to grow a social media following so that you can easily go into your cold market as well. And so when we talk about inviting in the beginning, sometimes what I'll tell people to do and what worked for me is that, you're looking for those success stories that you can share. So maybe you have a friend or a family member and you're just going to say, hey, listen, I am starting this journey as a coach and I am looking for people to help me have some before and after photos. And it doesn't have, you don't have to be in a way that like, oh my gosh, you need to lose weight, but like, hey, let's do this together. Could we do this together? And sometimes what I like to ask is, hey, could I just get your honest feedback on this program? Would you tell me what you think of it? And would you help me sort of build those success stories? So that can be a way that you can invite in the beginning. Now, you're also going to be inviting on social media from time to time. But here's the deal, you guys, is that your social media feed cannot be filled with you with your Shakeology cup and you working out all the time. Like the thing that people, the thing that really holds new coaches back is like all of a sudden because they're a coach, they feel like they have to become this fitness robot. And that's not the truth. So what we teach on our team is that 80% of the time, you are going to serve your customers. You're going to serve your community. You're going to serve people on social media with, again, just like positive thinking and encouragement and, truth, all of that stuff, just building them up without asking for anything. And only 20% of the time, only a couple times a week, will you ask them to join you. But if you pop on social media and every single time you're like, hey, join this, hey, join that, they are going to quickly see you as someone who wants to sell something. And that is just not what we do. We are in the business of changing lives. We are in the business of helping other people. That means that our goal is to share our story authentically and invite them in, and they're going to already trust us with that. So we'll cover more specific ways about inviting in the New Coach Mentorship, but that's the third vital, is inviting, because at the end of the day, you do have to put yourself out there a little bit and invite, but let me tell you, it is worth being uncomfortable when you get that first person to join you, when you get that first chance at changing a life, because you realize very quickly that it's not about you. It's not about you being nervous on social media. It is about you sharing your unique story because your story will inspire someone else to make a positive change. And it's a beautiful thing. All right. The fourth vital behavior is called recognize, or recognition. So this one is seriously so fun. It comes in kind of a couple different forms. But what I want you to think about in terms of recognition is that your job as a coach is to love on other people all the time. Like, that is it. You are going to love the heck out of people. I always say this too, regardless of if they ever purchase from you, because that's slimy. Like, when people are just trying to be nice so that hopefully someone buys something from them, I mean, that is not what we are about. We are about serving other people, loving other people, and if it makes sense for them to work with us, if they have goals that they want you to help them reach, like, absolutely, right? Like, that's perfect. But I don't care if someone never purchases from you. We are going to be people who love the heck out of other people, because when you do that, that's where you build that trust, and that's where you can actually impact their lives in a deeper way. So what does recognition look like? It's really all about like just finding the little things to love on people about. So maybe you're at the supermarket and you like see someone in a really cute jacket, you're like, oh my gosh, that jacket is so cute. Where did you get it? That's going to make their day. That's just loving on them a little bit. Who cares if you never talk to them? My point is that you're going to get in this mindset that life is not about you. Life is about other people and serving them. And so same thing when you're scrolling on Facebook, you are no longer a lurker. If you are a lurker, if you have been a lurker, I forgive you. But now it is time to be someone who engages with people. When you see a friend post about her little daughter, you're going to love that post. You are going to comment something super sincere and loving, love on her. When your brother comments about or posts something, when whoever posts, whoever comes across your newsfeed, instead of just going, oh, and scrolling, you are going to stop and be intentional and love on them. That's recognition. And then, of course, as you get into having customers and coaches, you will recognize them in the Facebook groups, in the challenge groups. You will, give them shout outs when they've lost weight. You'll give them shout outs when they build their business. But recognition just needs to become a part of who you are. Because when you are recognizing people, when you are loving on people, that is where this job just becomes so rewarding. And the products will follow. The sales will follow if you are someone who people trust and love and just like can't get enough of in their life. And that's also your goal on social media, is to be that loving, positive light in their life. All right, so those are the 4 vitals. I hope that makes sense. If you have any questions, for sure, do not hesitate to reach out and ask me or ask your upline coach. All right, talk to you later, guys.